I think we're starting. I think this is the official. We were like just in lobby trying to figure out if we could get everything going. I think we're starting. It's a best of 5 between Not Boise and Omelette. It is LG and Omelette, and I need to flip the teams on the overlay. So Hercules, take it away.
All right, guys, we are back because I totally wasn't looking down at that moment. All right, Luminosity versus Omelette. This is the sleeper pick versus, I think, somebody that everybody probably guarantees into the top 16, which makes this series so much more interesting. We've got Magic Bear, right? Reddles. And I can't see that far. I can't think right now.
Me.
And
I was going to say, you need to know this.
To fight me because he rated me earlier. I was just blanking, okay? Everybody just leave me alone. Anyway, Reddles, Magic Bear. Stop!
Look, I get it. I get it. Sometimes it happens. You blank on a player. I'm not going to lie to you. I've maybe introduced this team as the Percy team 3 times this week because I just can't seem to remember Flying Places and Neil's name. I don't know why. So I get it. I get it.
Listen, guys, it's a little bit of a struggle, but we're good. Anyway, Luminosity versus Omelette. Omelette coming into this one haven't lost their series yet, and neither has Luminosity. Now, this is probably going to be the most difficult challenge Omelette's going to face in terms of their bracket, I would argue. But they seem to be holding their own quite well right now. I mean, we're, just over 2 minutes in, and nobody's found anything. It's just been wide open shots.
We almost had something there. The bumps on the back line started to make me, giggle a little bit there, but not enough to really open up space for either team to work with here. We're 100 seconds gone, and Zanil, oh, please, get the touch here. Cook. Okay, not quite. Maybe Lion Blaze, pass out. Zanil, turn! Not in time. And we've really managed most of the offense here. I will say this. Luminosity probably came in here thinking, okay, this will be a competitive match, but we'll at least get our shots. They've maybe had 2. Lion Blaze has the dagger! What is that?
Oh my goodness. Listen, if there was one player that we knew needed to step up and be on target and ready to go, it was him. What a pass, what a shot off the backboard, and what a 1-goal lead to open up game number 1.
Yo, can I get somebody to clip that real quick? For no reason except for Lion Blaze is the GOAT. And honestly, we're playing pretty well here in the first game to the point where I'm hoping shake LG to their core. Double touches like that can be felt all the way down their spine. I'm hoping for a little bit more than just that. LG, though, for an offense of their own. Touches to the backboard being denied here, and Reddles denying us of a transition, but Lion Blaze up early. Way to meet a 50 with Magic Bear. Just need to get it cleared here, and okay, that's not necessarily going to help out LG at all. Zanil, easy space, and Percy with some of his own. Can't do much. That's a double commit, though. Zanil, get up early. Maybe too early. He's expecting a 50. He doesn't find any contact, and LG right now gonna feel the double touch! Yet again! Lion Blaze hits 1, who hit a 2nd. This is unreal!
This is the same setup we saw in the initial goal as well. Percy to Lion Blaze to the backboard and through 2-0 here in game number 1. What a way to make an opening statement against none other than Luminosity.
This is, I'm hyped right now. Remember how you and I were both just going, hey man, I'd like to see Lion Blaze get a bit more involved in offense, and apparently still on defense. How did he get that? No, but legitimately, we're like, oh, Lion Blaze didn't seem like he needed to get involved in offense. He might not have needed to here, but he wanted to. He's got a vendetta, and he's trying to prove it. 2 double touches in a row, and still no goals for LG off another offense.
Such an incredible save as well from Lion Blaze. It kind of makes you wonder if he was kind of waiting to save this for this next round. But again, now it's Percy's time to shine. From the one end to the other, from the mid, that touch goes straight to the backboard and through. Luminosity, what is going on?
They're not guarding the backboard is what's going on. Omelette, the kings of the backboard here, as over and over again, they send one there, nobody's home, and they go, aw, for me? And then they hit the wildest double touch you've ever seen. 90 seconds to go. This ain't just game 1 domination for Omelette! It's everything going right! What?
Oh my goodness, Reddles wanted to get it out so bad. Zanil, dude, he just fed it right to Percy from the inside of the net. Said, here, let me give it back to you for a half a second so you can send it on through. 4-0 Omelette over Luminosity. We thought, oh, it's because they're not guarding the backboard. Now they got to worry about the ground. Luminosity, this is the most off guard I've seen them all weekend.
This is maybe the most off guard I've seen them
Ever.
This is insane. We weren't getting past Boise this easily. We had one game where it was 5-0, and then they got a goal or 2 goals to get it back, and 5-2. We have not seen a 4-goal lead go all the way to the final seconds, and if we keep on playing like this, we probably will. Dude, I'm happy we got Boise as a warm-up now. That's all I can say.
I think honestly having Boise State as a warm-up is a really interesting one because they got to go up against somebody they were very familiar with and comfortable. So they probably walked into this series extremely confident, right? Despite the fact that you have to put a ton of respect onto the names of Luminosity, but my goodness, what an attempt at a save there. Unfortunately, Cheese is still Cheese. He's going to be able to get a slight touch there, but 35 seconds left to find 3 goals is going to be a much bigger challenge than I think LG was anticipating.
I would say so as well. Probably not expecting this type of start out of Omelette, but you know what? If anybody's going to score on us, I'm okay with it being Cheese. She's my boy. I saw him go to his first RLCS. I'm happy to see him lose to the team that I'm currently working for now. Doesn't really matter, though, because we're not actually quite there yet. And as much as I want to talk more crap, I probably shouldn't until, the ball hits the ground on 0. We got 25 to go, and that's 2 goals in a row.
Oh, man, you saw Reddles just completely take Lion Blaze out of any possible defensive positioning there. And I think that's going to be something you are going to have to anticipate if you are Omelette. Luminosity is about to get extremely physical. This one from the ceiling and down. Lion Blaze is going to take this one back. Reddles, small pinch, trying to drive this one into the blue, but Percy said no. And it's just these half clears for these last 8 seconds. Finally, something more than that for Omelette, but it doesn't matter. You have the 2-goal lead. It's done. It's over. Omelette take game number 1 over Luminosity.
They did so in style. Let's remember all of the goals that we have seen. Reddles, do y'all need a new server? Oh, actually, Percy's on 100. They might. I mean, look, that server felt good. I'm gonna
be a tad bit uncomfortable, but game number 2, I mean, at the end of the day, Luminosity is still Luminosity. You gotta be respectful to them, right? And you gotta be aware that they're not heading into game number 2 with the same level of aggression that they did in game number 1.
I think both teams are probably gonna go into this one with just a little bit more caution than the first game, and honestly, I can't exactly blame them because the first game didn't exactly go well for Luminosity, but at the same time, we started to see a turnaround at the very end there from LG. So Omelette do not want to come into this one and just play willy-nilly like they did at the beginning of the last game, because the same strategies are not going to be nearly as effective. Although, somebody stops Zanil, that's like 3 or 4 touches in a row without a single one from LG. Right now, we're just dancing around them and their defense. Lion Blaze, do something. Hook it off the ceiling. Drop down. G's there and gets dunked for it. And still, he's feeling himself on offense. You can totally tell.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely like an unleashed kind of moment for him. If you guys missed the last series, Omelette played Boise State. They ended up taking it 3-1 in the series. But for the majority of it, Lion Blaze was pretty quiet. We did see a couple of infields. We saw a lot of passing plays, but nothing quite like this. This is very reminiscent of the Lion Blaze play style that you think of when you hear his name. It's very intense and tends to be solo.
Ooh, geez. He's looking to be a bit more solo here. Not exactly the same sort of one's prowess that we would expect from Lion Blaze like you were talking about, but it definitely kind of feels like somebody's got to be that spark for LG right now. The offenses they have been able to get involved in haven't been all too impressive outside of 1 or 2 here or there in comparison to the literal stunting that we've been doing on offense. 3 double touches, and then the final one, the pinch of, I don't want to call it monumental proportion, but my goodness, did it feel that way. 3 minutes left here in this game. Neither team been able to find the backboard, or excuse me, the back of the net. Not for a lack of trying. Long pinches like that and rippers on either end have been commonplace. Somebody got to put him on target.
Yeah, definitely. Somebody needs to kind of step up in this situation. I think you're starting to approach that second half of the game here where things have been a little bit more stagnant in the first. Who's going to take that control back? We saw a huge amount of control from Omelette in game number 1, but they're struggling to regain and find that momentum and that flow state again. Cheese holding off in the mid, stopping anything that comes their way. Zanil shot on target. Magic Bear with the save. sends them off just for a small moment there. Even with no boost, Cheese is just trying desperately to get this ball out of their own half so they can breathe.
Ooh, Percy, he's got space, and he's potentially got a double touch. He's potentially got an own goal there, but it's not going to go through. Both sides continue to play this very close ball. It's been a lot of 50s, a lot of physicality, not a lot of room to breathe on either end. So those passing plays that have been, I'd say, a staple for either team here aren't really as commonplace. Match Bear trying to get it done himself. A pinch out center will go further than Percy can reach. He'll have to chase it with 0 boost in the tank. Unfortunately, that doesn't really mean much for Omelette here, as they're still having to fight up against this offense. More and more shots coming out from LG. Now here's more of the offensive abilities that we expect from this Luminosity team. My goodness! The shot's ringing. Defense, though, stepping up in a big way. Oh, Luminosity, I don't think that bump was probably not intentional.
I think for now, Luminosity are just going to try and send everything they can. One big clear could mean the quote-unquote end, but not quite. Reddles up into the sky. Enough boost. Tries to get the reset. Actually pulls it down and under, but Zanil is everywhere all at once. Even enough to get an insanely speedy shot on target. He's in the corner, fighting for his life to keep this ball driven towards that net. And with 1 minute left to go, this could get insanely dangerous very fast.
Especially for Luminosity, because if they lose this game, it's reverse sweep time. And in the best of 5, that's still very much possible. It's not exactly probable, and it's not exactly the position you want to be in, especially when Lion Blaze starting to look like he can get these offensive lanes that we've been missing. Miss off the ceiling, speaking of which, Reddles not going to get the contact, and here we go. 30 seconds to go. The offense in favor of Omelette. Do something with it. Lion Blaze center, Zanil there! And does not bite. He knows the counterattack is coming.
25 seconds left. Jeez, he wanted to touch on that ball. Instead, Lion Blaze gets past him. Magic Bear going to have to carry this one up into the sky to get past everybody. He's going to head towards that backboard, but a bump onto him means it's not a feasible opportunity anymore. 10 seconds left. The man of the hour, Zanil, drops this one down. Percy trying to send this one in any sort of a position for Lion Blaze to shoot. He tries to get the score. It doesn't go in, but the second time it will. Omelette score with 1 second left to go.
This could be the dagger. Zanil, the big man on campus, has been doing this on repeat, and Omelette, they continue to send shivers throughout all Luminosity and their fan base. Could this be? It is. 2-0, Omelette on match point.
This probably is one of the most insane matchups I think people are going to see. And I want to talk about it a little bit, mainly because when the open qualifier was introduced to everybody, I think everybody anticipated, oh, your favorite teams are just going to be more annoyed at the fact that they're going to have to play a million more matches to be able to head into the top 16, right?
LG out of the upper bracket right here and now. Omelette 1 game away from not only that, but RLCS qualifier number 1 done and dusted. We will make the main event. Let's get this one started. Herc, it's game 3.
10 seconds in, and it is a power struggle between these two teams. Who's going to be the first one to take control? 2 resets for Reddles towards that net, but they both get set off by none other than Zanil. Now, if you're paying attention to this game or you just now started tuning in, Zanil is the player to watch on the end of Omelette. He has been everywhere. Defense, offense, solo plays, solo saves. He is the thorn in Luminosity's side right now. He is kind of what stops them, you know, from finding any sort of momentum. And the fact that it has been this almost far ahead, which is a crazy thing to be saying and maybe a little bit of a hot take even, that's a huge statement for Omelette to be heading into this game 3 with.
Ooh, they need some more statements here, though. The offense for LG starting to get a little bit fast and furious. They're getting aggressive, and we are as well. Counterattack not exactly going to make its way in, but look how quickly we're able to get from one end of the field to the other. This is where Omelette's been so deadly, and it's really why we've caught LG off guard with a lot of these double touches off the backboard, and also the space that's being given right now. LG not finding a way out of the corner here and struggling to even get a clean touch. 50 will have to do, but it's right into the hands of Lion Blaze, who they think has boost, has none. A long ball downfield in the hands of Cheese and Reddles, who can't decide who's going for it. Eventually, Reddles goes up and looks for a double, cannot find it. LG desperate to get something together to get some momentum. They could have loved a goal right there.
Oh yeah, no, you know they would have loved it. You saw the plan that Reddles had there with the double, but if there's one thing Omelette's gonna do, they're not gonna let you do to them what they have done to you. They owned the Luminosity backboard for pretty much 2 games, right? And now Luminosity, they're trying to find any sort of a plan there. A bump might allow anything to go through. Instead, it's Cheese with a save on this one. Less than 3 minutes to go. Still scoreless. It's Reddles on the attack. Cheese up next with a second touch. Zanil disrupts it and places this one into the corner.
Almost bit my tongue on that one. Literally, I'm like sitting here. Every single thing is getting my heart racing, getting me just biting down, clenching my jaw, hoping that I don't necessarily break a tooth. It's the highest of pressure. It's the most amount of stress I've felt in a moment. And honestly, if it's bad for us, imagine how Omelette feels right now. A chance at the main event through, like you said, what would be an upset against LG, one of the highest rated seeds in the whole event. And we keep on hounding their net. We're halfway through this game, and Omelette are just looking for that one opportunity. LG have one there, but the final shot, not nearly enough to get past Lion Blaze.
Now, one thing I do want to say is I want to be a little transparent, I guess. I don't know if that's quite the word, but Omelette could be facing a decent amount of nerves headed into this last 2 minutes. I've seen the spacing kind of close a lot more than I would at least like it to be if I was an Omelette fan, which I am in this case. They're a little bit too close for comfort right now. I think I need a little bit more spacing. You saw Zanil wanted to try and get that infield there. Luminosity doing a much better job of anticipating it. Now a breakaway. Lion Blaze with the flick up. Cheese tried to get a touch on it. Instead, Zanil is up next in rotation for this ball. And we're back in that Luminosity half being led back into the blue side. Here comes Reddles once again. Goes for the bump. Lion Blaze with the clear.
Are you starting to see what I was talking about yesterday, Herc, where I was like, you know, oh, this defense literally never looks like they're uncomfortable. They're getting chased around at every moment. They're having to get, I was going to say double touches off the backboard, but they didn't look too uncomfortable. The issue is you can look pretty comfortable. When Cheese does this, I'm not sure what you can do.
That was so fast. It's so much faster than what it was recorded for in that one. But anyway, Luminosity go up for one at 1:14 here. Cheese with the shot for them to give them the lead. Can he find another? Fakes a reset, goes down to the ground into the corner there. Instead gets set off to the side. Zanil, no boost in the tank. Most you can do is try and reset towards this ball and try and continue the momentum. Backboard now being anticipated by LG. They're getting red, and you're gonna have to be a little bit more creative now headed into this last minute.
We also got to stop getting demoed here. So much open space being given to LG just due to us not even being able to play the game that we love. 40 seconds here and a miss in the corner. Magic Bear got to make up for this, and oh, kind of. Reddles also goes for it. What exactly is happening? Both teams desperate to get a touch, and I guess it's playing to the advantage of LG, who know that everybody on Omelette are going to be rushing here. Granted, we don't need to panic too much here. This game hasn't gotten away from us, but we would not like to give them any momentum, even if this series does continue. So let's try and keep this one competitive as we get to the dying seconds of this game, and maybe let's get to an overtime. Zanil, fake out center. Great play all around. Just finish it. No! Every shot is blocked, and we are still on the hunt. Reddles off the backboard. Omelette trying for anything. And a long ball downfield will probably keep the series going. LG, they're gonna see another game. And Omelette, oh boy, don't let this start. Let's just get to the next game. Are we really keeping this
I don't
going?
know. We're still going. Okay, there. It's gonna hit the ground on that one. Luminosity finally on the series scoreboard. Their first win. Omelette though on match point. Still, I do want to note, they are still on match point. This is reverse sweep for Luminosity. This is intense. This is not what they expected. But the fact that Cheese stepped up as much as he did.
Do it in the lower bracket. If he wants to do it like later, that's you know baller as heck. That'd be sick. Now, no, I'm cool, man. I don't need that right now. Let the bear cook in a different series. Let us cook right now. We're gonna live up to our namesake, and we're gonna get to the main event via this upset. Oh, please. Oh, I thought Zanil might turn. We're in game 4. It's already getting into this one, and the action is furious as teams exchanging demos, and really chances on either end already.
There's a little bit of fight in the mid on this one. Reddles gonna try and get past that line. He does. It's him versus Percy for this ball. Percy coming out on top. Enough boost to keep this one going. He's past one. He's past two. Not a second touch off that one for a shot towards net, but regardless, Cheese still has the recorded save on it. Reddles very, very low boost in the tank. One of the players we've all been kind of wanting to see wake up a little bit, but it's okay. Cheese has kind of been stepping up in a way I think most people weren't quite anticipating.
I mean, look, I know Cheese. I know he's a good player, and I like that he's starting to prove that here and now, starting to show people why he could be the MVP of this team. Just again, let's not and say we did, you know. 4:15 to go. There's plenty of time for a comeback out of Omelette, but unfortunately, the truth is the goals have come far and few between in this series. Outside of Game 1, where we had 6. It was a 1-0 in Game 2. It was a 1-0 in Game 3. So, yeah, this singular goal here in Game 4 doesn't bode well for the Omelette team.
Here comes Percy, carrying this one all the way upfield here. Is there going to be a follow-up? I feel like the follow-ups have been a little bit slower, but that's a nice shot. Very quick, but on target and straight into the hands of Cheese. Can they get it sent back? Lion Blaze was able to get over one. It's going to get sent back downfield. Magic Bear, nice big shot. It's a tiny bit of breathing room for Luminosity, but it's all short-lived. You can see, I don't even know who was left. Was it Zanil's going up now for demos and bumps? You're trying to play the aggression, but I don't know. It feels lost.
Yeah, a little bit. It kind of feels like both. Okay, I was gonna say, kind of feels like both teams right now have gotten to enough of an equilibrium. I was gonna say, don't really know how to get opportunities to score anymore. What? What?
It's Luminosity. It's them.
2-0. We got 3 minutes. We gotta slow him down.
Oh man, listen. There's one thing you know about Luminosity. The longer you play them, the harder it's going to get to win.
I don't like that. I mean, you're right. I don't like that though. It's not what I was looking for. Oh, what a shot. Oh, come on. Magic Bear, I know you're supposed to wake up. That's how these series go because it's you. But come on now, man. It's 3-0. Please, Luminosity, go back to sleep.
I'm the secret LG fan in this duo. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you know what? I don't like that, though. I like LG. I'm cool with LG. I'm cool with the people who work for the company. I've worked for them before. I've done their team streams before. It's just in this instance, I don't like it. Like, no.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, 2
please.
minutes, 40 seconds. A potential double off the back. This one doesn't find its way in either. Neither does the follow-up. 3-0 for Luminosity is a lot more normal than we're used to. Here comes Cheese. Wants to turn this one into 3. Reddles is the next one to get a touch on it. Percy, he just wants out of his own half desperately. Finally, this ball doesn't go blue side. Zanil's able to take a shot for the first time in forever. Percy with the follow-up. Pass over to Lion Blaze. This one's headed to the sidewall. Maybe an infield over to Percy. Instead, he's going to go over to the other end of things. And, well, for now, Omelette, they stay held back.
Unfortunately, it appears that way. 2 minutes left in this game, and it kind of feels like Omelette, although they've stemmed the bleeding for at least the moment, they haven't found a way to, poke back at their opponents. Lion Blaze, do something here. He's trying, but a long ball downfield will stop any momentum we might have been building. Trying their best here. Percy. Inch out of the sidewall, not going to be found. Zanil does have boost and has some space, but it's quickly taken away by Cheese. Honestly, all around right now, it definitely feels like Omelette are starting to get a little bit more grip on this game. That's not going to be enough, though. They need a lot to get back into this game, and heck, to get back into this series. Again, that's 4 unanswered goals in a row so far here. If we can at least get one for the road, it'll do something as we go into what I feel like is going to be an inevitable Game 5.
Oh, yeah. For starters, incredible save there from Percy, but like you said, there's so much to improve on in this particular game, in Game 4 here, for you to be even prepped for game number 5. I feel like the advantage that Omelette had headed into this series was that Luminosity didn't entirely know what to expect. Granted, I'm sure Reddles, Cheese, and Magic Bear know Lion Blaze, Zanil, and Percy, but they didn't quite anticipate what level of just push off the rip was going to be coming through. Now that there's been a little bit of time,
there it is.
Luminosity is able to get a little bit more acclimated, but so could Zanil. We've missed you.
Okay, I've missed him. I don't want to hear this out of you right now.
Okay, listen,
secret...
can I be honest? LG.
What?
LG
Okay.
over Omelette. I'm sorry.
I'll
They're
kick
gonna
you off this
fire me
stream
after
right.
this.
I will kick you off this stream right here and now and solo cast the rest of this.
And
You
I
either
do realize they played before.
Yeah, well, you know what? That's an L on you and an L on the casting right now. Come on now, we gotta support the team. I hired you for the day. I paid you $10,000. Least you can do is get on here and support the team. Omelette, we need you to fire up. We got 20 seconds to go, and we need you to try and give us some momentum into going what should be, I was gonna say, a competitive series. Come on now, lads. 10 seconds. This game's over. Make Game 5 one to remember.
6 seconds left. You're down by 2. There's really not much left in the tank for this game, except Magic Bear is going to take another one for the road home with 1 second left. Just to let everybody know on the end of Omelette, you know, he is awake. The bear has been fed. The pair has worked. He received them. Luminosity's up. My true bias is out. We're headed to game number 5.
Game 5, I might solo cast if I don't hear you cheer for Omelette real quick. I'm gonna keep it. You're stuck with me, and you're stuck for a Game 5 where maybe let's turn around this series. We've got one last game. It does not matter who wins. It will be the final no matter what, because we've got 5 minutes on the clock. We have got an Omelette who are looking for revenge. Herc, you can be in chat. If you want to watch, you can. If you want to hop back in the call, I mean, that's also allowed. I just need to hear you root for Omelette. Actually, if they scored here and we don't, you know, without you, at this point, I'm just going to keep you out. You're the bad luck charm. But we don't know quite yet. 4.5 minutes to go. Hercules lurking from the sidewall. She's not going to be able to speak whatsoever. I'm just going to basically, maybe no casting. Maybe just making fun of Herc for the next, like, I don't know, forever. What a flick. My goodness, Lion Blaze. Also, I should very much like clarify for everybody. I am friends with Hercules. There is no actual bad blood here. We love Herc. She's awesome. I also actually do love LG. I'm going to repeat my statement. I've done team streams for them before, like the org, like the players. Like, I've got no bad blood with LG. I just want Omelette to win. So let's see us continue on with our offensive ways. Minute gone. Magic Bear up for this one. Muscle through the 50. Zanil just needs to put it in, and he does! Well, Hercules, how you feeling right now? You might have betrayed us, but I will not betray this team. 347, and we're looking to make the main event. Man, I'm going to be so for real with you right now. I kind of really hope that we do, because I'm, like, kind of tired, man. It's been a lot. Also, I don't know if Herc's going to join back into the call. It's welcome, but if she comes on here and immediately goes, go LG, I'm going to actually be not really upset, but I wouldn't be surprised. So we'll find out in a second. For right now, let's try and play some defense. I'll focus on that another time as we focus on making sure a goal is not scored. Herc, I see you calling. Bring you back? All right. What do you have to say for yourself?
Show me the game.
Show you the game? No. I'll show you the game when you speak. What do you have to say for yourself?
Luminosity's gonna win.
All right, and she's gone again. She's just gonna keep doing this. This is the betrayal. My gosh. The crazy thing is, no matter how much she continues to betray me, she continues to not have her team score a goal. Wait a minute, I might have jinxed it. Yeah, there it is. That's about right. Luminosity not going down too easily. She's trying to fight. I'm trying to keep my job here with Omelette and not continue to bring in traitorous individuals. That being said, Luminosity doing a good job right now and making sure that, Herc speaks for a reason. Let's keep this one going. 3 minutes to go in a match of monumental proportion. Bring me in. I'm an Omelette fanboy. Shoo, I'm going to be so for real with you right now. I'm not bringing anybody to nowhere. I'm not bringing Hercules back in. I'm rocking with my boys. I solo casted them yesterday. I'll solo cast them again today. I'll also hope, well, maybe that was just a lack of respect for Slater on that, because... Dude, I was hoping somebody would go up there. Good bump. Good play. Zanil looking for the double. Cannot find it. Jeez. Why would you do that? Like, that's a really good save. I get it. But, like, come on, dog. That's just rude. Percy trying again. The bumps are vicious from Omelette right now. Yet we still can't find a goal. Offense here. Percy. Not going to do much here, but the demo from Lion Blaze will open some space. Is anybody there for the follow? Good 50 from Zanil. Lion keeps it close. Looks for a flick center. It is 50 away. I will gift you 5 subs if you bring back Herc. I will tell you this right now. If somebody drops 50 subs right now, I will let Herc get on the mic and unimpeded just cheer for LG and cast against me for the next rest of the series. I mean that seriously! What happened? How did that what? I don't know what just happened at all in any capacity. I don't know how that wasn't a goal. I don't know how that wasn't a save. I don't know how anything just happened. We're going to keep on playing. 90 seconds left here, and it's a 1-1 game. It feels like just anything going wrong for either team should be the end here. Zanil up for this one, called off by Lion Blaze. This one bounced out center, where Magic's going to look for the craziest redirect of his career. He won't find it. Percy will find space. A touch around one and a demo on the other. Off the backboard, a fake out, forces Reddles to touch this. Into the hands of Lion, just gives it back to Magic. We got to get something together. We've had the offense in this game by far, but we've done nothing with it. Percy keeps it close. Great 50, but Cheese, 2 of his own. Lion Blaze there. Takes it away. Gets it off the backboard. Is anybody there? No, not quite. Zanil keeps it close. We have got the offensive momentum. We need to do something with it before we get to overtime. Credit where it's due. Get an interception from Reddles, and not a great touch from us. That's gonna probably be the dagger. A couple misses in a row, and Omelette playing with fire at the wrong moment. That's not good for us. And with 30 to go, we gotta hustle. Can we see some kickoff shenanigans? I'd like to think so. Oh, we actually see it against LG, kinda. That was probably not what they were intending. I'll be so for real with you. Can we do something with it, though? Magic off the backboard. Doesn't quite have a grip on this, but we need somebody to do something. Counter him. Ayo, take the ball away from him, please. Good touch there. Not quite enough. Lion Blaze trying his best to at least get something for his team going. He'll have 10 seconds to do so. Carrying around the sidewall. Flick. Up. And not in. Percy's there. He needs to do something. Zanil's there. This one not going to hit the ground. But we need a goal to keep this going. And we won't find it. The other way it goes, to the ground it goes. And Luminosity, they'll make main event. And Omelette will head to the lower bracket. The reverse sweep, unfortunately for the team. Ugh. That was painful.